Yeah, you know, disappointed tonight, but not mad, but we have to, number one, we got to get off to better starts. Tonight the starting unit just didn't give us a whole lot of energy at the beginning of the game, and I thought that bled into what we were doing, and it was a weird type of game. I thought our defense, and I've said it numerous times, I've thought that our offense was ahead of our defense, but tonight I thought that we played decent enough defense to win. And what happens is in games like this, when you start to get those 1-2 possession games, is that you start to put a lot of pressure on getting stops when you're not shooting the ball as well. And I think that's what happened tonight. And so by the time the game's going in, those stops when you need them, we didn't necessarily get them, but then towards the end of the game, we did get them, and we had an opportunity there at the end, and unfortunately, the ball didn't bounce our way. But I'm proud of our guys for fighting. I thought the guys that came off the bench played really well for us. I thought they gave us a big spark, and I was happy for them. But we'll learn from this, and we just got to get better. Look, we got 28 more of these. And it'll be continued growth. So, I knew what I signed up for, and I'm still committed to what I said I was going to do. So, we'll come back tomorrow and we'll look at the film and we'll get better.
I guess two things that kind of stick out is Miles is continuing to have kind of a slow start to his season, and then also the free throw shooting kind of bit you pretty hard tonight. Anything in particular that with Miles that you're seeing? Is it just shot choice, not putting the ball away? Like, is there anything in particular you see there? And then with the free throws, it sort of is what it is, but anything you see there?
No, I think that big picture with Miles, I think that he works enough on the things he needs to work on, so his rhythm will come back. I think he has to just keep trying to mix it up. And for me, it's just he's being asked to do more, I would say. I wasn't here last year, obviously, but I just, I could tell, he's been asked, and the things that we do, he's being asked to do more, trying to, get him to play both sides of the ball. And, he'll find his rhythm. I'm not so much concerned about Miles per se, more so than I am concerned about that starting unit and the slow starts that we continuously have. Miles is a really good player, and he'll figure that out. He'll find a rhythm. And then I think, in terms of the free throw shooting, I agree with you. It did bite us. We missed 10 free throws. But we've worked on them. We got to continuously work on them. And the one thing I'll say is, and I preach this all the time, is you got to honor the game, man. You got to come out and you got to do the right thing every day. Because what happens is you play good teams and they start doing different things, and people start checking your temperature on if you're committed to being a really good team. And that comes to the attention to detail. And obviously, there were some things that happened tonight that we wish we can get back, but we just got to continue to hammer them home and turn those into just habits. Right now, we're too inconsistent with our habits on both ends of the floor. But we'll keep on working and we'll get to that point.
You talked about the energy of the starters at the beginning of the game. You've started the same unit, all three. Is this something maybe you and your staff take a look at, maybe tweak a little, or do you stick with what you feel is the best starting unit?
Historically, how I've coached and everything that I've been around, I don't like messing with lineups. I like guys that come each and every day and know exactly what they're doing. If that means I got to juggle guys in earlier than usual, I tend to like to do that. I think that, taking people out of the lineup sometimes it sends the wrong message, and it can play mind games. And I am mindful of guys that are still young, and I think the guys can fall in the roles. And I think that you just kind of go from there. And whether that's taking somebody's minutes up or taking somebody's minutes down, I think that's the easiest way to go about that. So I think it's a little premature for that, but I'll keep my eyes on watching and seeing how that goes.
What were they doing to get so much success in the paint tonight, UMass Lowell?
I mean, they got to playing their high-low game, and what I would say is we talked a lot about it and shoot around, and it's like you got to do your dirty work early, and we weren't doing that. And then when we did do our dirty work early, they were finding cutters and different things. And the one thing we got to do that's been a thorn in our side, whether it was an exhibition, whether it was a secret scrimmage, or in the first couple games, we fouled too much. We fouled way too much. We got to guard without fouling. Like we mentally got to be better, because when we get tired, we let our bodies control our brain when our brain needs to control our body a lot of times. And so we do things, and whether it's a foul at the end of the shot clock, whether it's a foul 20 feet from the bucket, we can't allow ourselves to get in the penalty early. And, we've just been doing a bad job of guarding or fouling too much, excuse me.
I think something that probably should be pointed out is you're still missing two of your key rotation guys you expected in Bay and Lance. And Lance obviously is a little bit of X factor on offense too. Like, how much of a difference do you think those guys will make when you have them back healthy, whether it's later this month or even next month?
I mean, definitely missed those two guys, and they probably would have started, be honest with you, if they were healthy. But obviously when Lance comes back, you got a great perimeter defender, you got a good three-point shooter. With the athleticism he has, you got a guy that can attack the bucket. And, Bai is probably like the unknown around here because nobody's seen him play. And, I don't want to put a lot of pressure on him, but, I think that he's really good, and I think that he'll impact our team the moment he gets back.
The last possession with 18 seconds left, you had your scorers on the floor. Was there any one person you wanted to get the ball to, or just go as the play went and see who was open? Well,
we designed a play to spread the floor, and what we did what we've done all year. It just didn't go our way at the end. The thing about it is that's the way the ball bounces sometimes. I'm pretty sure when we watch the film, we can critique it and we can get better from it. But the thing we got to do is, again, that bleeds back into 11 assists to 11 turnovers. That's not who we are. This is the lowest assist number we had all season. And, we just didn't share the ball tonight. Didn't share the ball at all.
Questions for Coach? All right. Thank you, Coach.
All right. Thank you.